So, hi, my name is Nimisha. I am from Assam and my studies brought me to Delhi.
Hello, my name is Manaswini Borkakutti and I am from Assam, Numaligarh. And I have been in Delhi for the past 3 years because I have been pursuing my education in psychology from Gargi College.
Hi guys, I'm Sumit, and I'm from Assam. I was born and brought up in Assam. I'm Meitei, and actually I'm a student of Delhi University, and right now I'm studying English honors in MA. That's about it.
How's your experience in Delhi so far?
In Delhi, uh, I'd say mediocre. Yeah, it's just fine, but I don't think the pollution there it's pretty bad, and then the traffic and stuff, everything's like nah, it's like hellhole. Yeah.
It's a mix. So, I can't actually just pinpoint and say that my experiences have been good entirely because, again, you really can't have good experiences anywhere that you go. You're gonna have like a mixed bag of things, right? So, in terms of friendships, I have made some great friends. I have made friends who are from my own state. I have made friends who are from different places. I have met different sorts of people. So, in that sense, yes, I have had good memories. I have had good connections. But on the hindsight, not a lot, but there have been a few cases where I'm like, yeah, I do not belong here. That has also happened. Not that it has actually tainted the way I look at Delhi. It has not really changed a lot. But if I have to pinpoint, then yeah, there have been a few cases.
Delhi, even though it's a metropolitan city, I have had the conception that Delhi was the most when it comes to availability, it's the most best place. Like considering the fact that I come from a place in Assam, I thought it was about availability and sustainability, and to my misconception of it, truly, I have come to notice that it is nothing like the way that I have had Delhi in my mind. Like, Delhi is nothing like that. It is just a very busy city. People do not really have time for each other, and it really gets on to a human being, be it mentally, be it physically. It drains you totally.
I was 19 or 18 years old. I think first time I came to Delhi, I was with my father, and we were in an auto. I think we had gone to Sarojini for the first time. Sarojini was a big thing back then. Kyo Sarojini Nagar, right? And then Sarojini said we were going back to our hotel, and the auto wala, oh my god, उसने जो गाड़ी चलाया है, I was because I remember he swerved ऐसे करके यहाँ पे ट्रक था. I thought I died because that has never happened. He ऐसे करके गया, then he climbed on a pavement, and I was like, people are not even blinking. What the hell is happening? And that is one rash driving I have never seen in my life.
It's like living in Delhi is like a rat race.
What are some of the major differences you have noticed between people from your home state and Delhi?
So I'm from a very small town, so mostly people know each other. And here, the first thing that I noticed was that people were not exactly very polite upon first meeting. Basically, when you meet people like the shopkeepers or the auto walas, they're not exactly very polite per se. So that was a culture shock for me because again, I never really talked to people like that. But now, if you hear me talk, I am one very rude person, and I was not like that when I was in my home state. I was a very polite person.
I have like checked out that people here are, I don't know, kind of rude. To be honest, they're uh, they're like very crash, outspoken. It feels like that because in Assam people are not like that. It's more like more reserved and introverted, right? So that's about it. And Delhi people are, I don't know if they say Delhi wale, the Dil wale, right? But I haven't really felt it in here now.
I will not say Delhi people are more aggressive, but I feel like they really don't hide the way they feel. So maybe it's the way they talk, maybe it's their accent or their tone, but it did sound a lot rude to me because I remember the auto walas, they were like, "Ha madam, kahan chaloge?" And I was like, why you talking to me like that? Because I thought that is rude, and I used to get pissed कि भैया ऐसे मुझसे बात मत करो.
Okay, for coming first is people in my state or my surrounding states, that is the northeastern like area I'm talking about. People are really very kind and very helpful. Like, I think the moment I stepped foot in Delhi, I realized, there was this vague knot of air that was actually, like consuming me. For a fact that once, I think in my first year only, I went back home to Assam. Okay, and when I came back to Delhi, what happened was that I had a lot of luggages because I did not really know how many luggages to carry. So I had like around three, four. And considering my height is very small, it was really hard for me. Okay, but if it was in Assam, if I had to carry all of the luggages, someone or the else would come up, voluntarily they'll come up and they'll help me. But then when I came here, no one will even ask you. So that was a real like cultural shock. Because if you see a girl or a woman, okay, in northeastern states, you will actually come up to help. Like, given all the luggages and everything, they do not even come up to you. They do not even load the luggages. That is one of the very micro things I have noticed in Delhi.
Initially, in the first few days, I used to sit in the library because I could not understand the way people used to speak in Hindi. यहाँ पे. It went above my head because it was so fast and the accent was so sharp. I could not understand because again, Jodha Akbar ka Hindi was different. The way people speak in Bollywood is very generic. They speak very slowly. यहाँ पे the local accent, the local tone is, oh my god, Bappa, I could not understand the word. I thought ki the socializing gone, lonely girl, Ultra Pro Max activated. I sat in the library for so long, and then slowly I made friends. I think again we mostly talk in English, and then I also had this sense. Again, people used to call my accent cute. I did not like that, so I used to speak in English. Even now, I'm speaking in English because I'm more comfortable speaking in English because I don't like how they call my accent cute. It's not cute, guys. Don't infantilize me. Like, don't talk about my accent being cute. It's not cute. You say that to a 6-year-old. You don't say it to like a girl in her 20s.
Have you ever faced or noticed any kind of discrimination or prejudice while living here?
In my personal experience, I haven't really, because I haven't really met like a lot of strangers in here, and then I haven't really faced it personally. But I'm not gonna deny that there isn't racism in here, right? People are getting discriminated over here, and mostly in North Campus and stuff like that. I am from South Campus, which is more secluded, and then there's low number of students up there. And over in North Campus, I've heard a lot of stories about racism and stuff, discrimination, everything's casteism and stuff.
I used to live in Green Park initially, and every time I would ask an auto wala na ki bhaiya, like I have to go somewhere, they would automatically assume I'm going to NCC gate because that's where northeastern people usually hang out. And I'm like, bhaiya, college jana hai, mere ko NCC gate nahi jana. But that has happened to me like twice or thrice. And once I was like taking a walk, right, from the Green Park metro station. I was just walking with my friend, and one man, he whispered, "Rate kitna hai? Rate kitna hai?" And first I thought ki did I hear it wrong? And then I was, oh no no, he genuinely meant it. And I'm like, "Bhaiya, Hanji, what do you mean?" And then he walked away. But yeah, he did ask me. I don't know if it was me or my friend, but again, doesn't really matter. We both from Northeast, right? He did ask me ki hamara rate kitna hai, and I was like, okay, that's a first.
There's a lot of problem. I went to North Campus once, and I know I felt it that there's a lot of hooligans up there, right? People roaming around, and then it's not really. It really felt like it's not safe for women, especially, and and it needs to be changed. I mean,
People are not very inclusive here. I mean, even though, like, Delhi is a culmination of all people of all states, they always have this idea or, and a sort of expectation from Northeastern people to look very Northeastern. So, what their conception of Northeastern people are like, having very Mongoloid features. But trust me, Northeastern people are not just a culmination of, Mongolian features.
I remember this was like my first experience. So I was back in my hometown. तभी online classes थी, and our seniors gave us like this bookstore का name to get our books from, right? So I called that person कि भैया I need to get these books, like order मुझे करना था, can you deliver it to Assam? फिर लगा हाँ जी मैडम कर देंगे. असम में कहाँ? मणिपुर. मणिपुर. हाँ मैडम असम में कहाँ? मणिपुर. I'm like है भैया, Assam and Manipur first of all are different places, and you sell books. You sell books. Really, you sell books, and you do not know Assam and Manipur are different places. There are also so many people who think that Nepal is a part of Northeast. That has also happened. अरे भारत सब जगह ही है, नेपाल तो है ही नहीं, भूटान भी नहीं है. These are all part of Northeast. But then again, geography चलो ठीक है हटा दो, but I will not hate you for not knowing where Manipur and Assam is. I will hate you for not being curious. I will hate you for not correcting yourself. That is what we want. We want you to know, because not everyone will make the correct assumption. We do not. We are human beings. But you need to just shut up and listen when other people talk about it.
But I do not have Mongoloid features. So sometimes, even due to that not exception, that expectation of people thinking, coming from Northeast, I've heard many things like, oh, you look a little Bengali. Like, what do you mean I look Bengali? What do you mean I look Bengali just because I don't have Mongoloid features? Now, to their expectation, I need to have Mongoloid eyes.
It happened to me in my first year in Delhi. I was in CP. One guy asked me if I'm from Thailand, and I was like, what? That was the first time. It was देश से ही निकाल दिया. And another case happened when again I was a young kid. I think I was 10 or 11 years old. We had gone to Tamil Nadu, and वहाँ पे we talked to this one Hindi speaking dude. He had a shop in Chennai, but he was like from North India. Again, I don't remember. I was very young. And he was surprised that we were talking to him in Hindi because he thought we are from China. Again, you want to know what people have assumed about me? Chinese, Thailand, Nepali, somehow Punjabi, Naga, Uttarakhandi, more like Pahari. But Nepali I've gotten so many times. So many times. Nepali and Pahari. It's so consistent. Thailand was once I was genuinely impressed by that man's like creativity. That was like amazing. He guessed Thailand.
Personally, I have been never hurled any kind of insults. Now, that is also a privilege that I am not being hurled any kind of insults, but my friends, my seniors, my juniors, they have had many people just the very usual stereotype of chinky, momo, all of that. Well, that's a really bad thing because you just because you live in Delhi, there comes a certain kind of privilege within you. For example, you hold a stereotype, but then you just don't let it go by asking questions, or you are so privileged that you don't want to know about anything else other than your surroundings. So that is really bad, and that is the reason why most northeastern students, they resonate, and they resonate with a lot of northeastern students because they know they will feel included.
What's your experience been like finding housing or renting a place here in Delhi?
I come from Assam, and my friend, she comes from Arunachal Pradesh. When they got to know we are from that place, they started to increase the price.
So we were looking for places, and most of the places had this one issue कि first of all single लड़कियां नहीं, northeast लड़कियां नहीं, because northeast girls are a bit loose again. Yeah, the same assumption कि we are people who will bring men because we are unmarried and we are from one certain place, and their main motto was कि this is a family area. So we cannot have single ladies because they are going to pollute the sanctity of this area. So we rejected, I will not say we rejected, we got rejected by a lot of places because again, the way we look, the way we talk.
Oh, housing is like so. Basically, I live with my brother, right? And then he was the one who was looking for rent and stuff. And then yeah, there's a lot of stuff with brokerage, renting, and then there's maintenance fees and stuff. Yeah, it goes. it's pretty expensive.
And given the location, your location, you will go inside a nully. Sorry, not nully, nala. Sorry. You'll go inside a nala and then you reach your place. And then, like, suddenly you hear the price, it's 34,000. There is no recession for any, like, any students. The price they will set is the only price you'll have to give. So 34 is the rent.
I will not say people from other places have no issues at all, but again, see the way I talk English, the way I talk in Hindi, you can pinpoint that I'm not from this place, right? So, as far as I have heard, as I have seen my friends, I have heard from my friends, these problems are a bit more consistent when it comes to people who are from Northeast or people who look not like they are from the mainland India, the main peninsular area. So again, every people has problems, but this is a consistent problem when it comes to people who are from Northeast.
And I heard a lot from my friends who are literally paying like 30K per month, and they're living in like one BHK, two BHK over in North Campus and South Campus, and I don't think I can afford that, right? And it's pretty bad up here with the renting system.
So,
Yeah,
after spending some time in Delhi, what does home mean to you now?
Home,
home.
Home means to go back, I think.
it's a few places and it's people. So, for example, Green Park is sort of my home because I have been here for a long time. I have memories with a lot of friends in Green Park. So, this place feels like home to me. Then, the people that I have made friends with, people who are from my state, people I have met in my college, in my master's. So, they are also my home.
To be honest, it's different for me because like wherever I go, it's a home for me because I really don't like have a patriotic connection to my land, right? But then again, I do miss my home. But then I know that I came over here just because it was my decision to come over here, right? And then when maybe I feel like it, I'll go back home and I'll, I don't know, to be honest. It's just I'm I'm just living. That's it.
To be really honest, Delhi also, I don't hate it because, like, no matter what, no matter the pollution, it has also given me a place to live in, and it has given me a place of freedom of speech. For example, when I specifically came from Assam to here, I never thought that I had to speak so much about my own place to others, and it's also a privilege, to be talking, and it also brings you a lot of pleasure talking about your own state, about your own culture to other people. So, home to me is just my room, and it also, like, the northeastern students specifically, and all the other kind of people that have been with me since the past 3 years, that have stuck to me.
But yeah, sometimes I do miss home. For example, when I started my master's, I missed home a lot. That was one very but yeah, I think missing home is a consistent feeling. It's not very conscious, it's more like a passive stream that you constantly feel throughout. Sometimes it spikes, sometimes it does not. But that's a good thing, I believe. If you are missing your home, it means your home is healthy.
Yeah, I miss my home. I miss the food. To be honest, that's the most important thing that I miss. Yeah, specifically. Yeah, yeah. So basically, uh, we don't get like what can I say? Dal, which is like dal is very different up here in the north, and then what we find here in Assam.
We have this like we've got like lines like lemon. So यहाँ पे lemon are like chotu chotu. But in Assam we have like this thing called kazi nemu. And kazi nemu is like, oh my god, it's so good.
Ah, yes, kaji nemu. This is like a different form of lemon. It's bigger, right, over in Assam, and then I miss that one. You don't really get that here because the nimbu is pretty small. Yeah, it doesn't taste really homely as like kaji nemu. It's like I miss that. Yeah.
We have that literally in every cuisine that we have, the nemu is like a consistent thing, and that is like a big part of what Assamese people are. They love nemu. So what I really miss, I get so pissed when the nemu gets over, because then again I have to go back to non nemu eating food. But that's like a big thing. That is the one thing that I can have here which reminds me of home.
Like if I go and then I eat, I might even get like Delhi belly, right? Yeah. So I have to be safe about it.
It's like we had really simple food, right? We'd have like something called poita bhat, and we will have something called aloo pitika, which is like mashed potatoes, and then there were like certain herbs that you used to make like a tangy curry or stuff, right? Even when there is no fish or meat involved, and I miss that so much here pe, because first of all it's expensive in the Assamese places, and second of all the only veg option that we have is like paneer, and it's like the same paneer and the same naan.
It's very spicy, to be honest. There's a lot of oil. Oil is a lot up here.
Like my mother, the way she makes food is very simple, and here the food that they make is again very different. So what I really miss, sometimes I really do miss like the curry that she used to make again. It was called maso tenga jul. Mas means fish, tenga means sour, and jul means curry. So I don't usually eat the fish, but even the curry in person was so good, and it's been like so many months I've not eaten that, have that. So quiz, I too have like lost weight in food. I hardly eat, not very healthy, but I do not.
So coming to food habits, Northeast has been a place where, like, when I'm talking about my Purana Zamana, they have had food that has come through availability, sustainability, and convenience. So, in a place that is just full of hills and plains together, you have to accommodate yourself to like things that things which are like near to you. For example, I'd say um, many tribal people, okay, they hailing from the hills of other northeastern states like Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, they eat a lot of fish, and the fish which is dried, okay, and they fry it. And for example, there is also, we also have silkworms, which is why, like, food, they do not come as a, like, we just think ki, oh, I want to have this and I'll eat it. It comes from a place of availability. So as per our availability in Northeast, we had silkworms, we had a lot of bugs and stuff, okay, so we used to have that, and that became a mode, or it became our culture. It does not mean we are eating something very ugly, we are not eating something out of spite. It's something that actually has proteins, by the way. Silkworms, they have a lot of proteins, and if you fry it and if you eat it, it's very nice, and it's very amazing. I'll make you try that. And also snails, in that fact, you do not eat it raw, you fry it. Everything in that matter. For example, even if you eat meat, you do not eat it raw, you cook it properly. So, like, having this stereotype of, why are you guys eating all of this, and not every northeastern, they do not eat dogs, okay. That is one very big misconception that North Indians hold over Northeasterns, is not everyone eats dogs.
Do you feel that Northeast overall is underrepresented or misrepresented by the mainstream media?
I think misrepresentation tab aayega jab there will be representation. You need representation first to be misrepresented.
When it comes to media, they don't really cover, to be really honest, anything when it comes to Northeast.
So basically, it's underrepresented, right? And then, and when it's represented, it's like misrepresented as, I don't know, hell. I don't even recognize the. I don't even recognize the sound when it's represented in Bollywood and stuff like that.
There is no representation at all. So that's why I think when I was growing up, I did not like it I was from Northeast, because I never really saw anyone who is from Northeast, right? So for me, in my head, it was like if you are not North Indian, if you are not from mainland Indian, you are not exactly Indian. I did not like my rituals, I did not like my culture, because there was no representation at all. So यहाँ पे after I came and I started to see things, I'm like, okay, my culture was not lacking, the representation was lacking, and that's how I realized it's very important to see your culture being represented.
Floods in Assam, but they are very devastating, and they, you know, it goes on and on for 3 4 months without media coverage at all. Be it some other state of India, the media would have covered it and it would have been in the front lines. And coming to the misrepresentation of northeastern states is that people think northeast means it's northeast. There are no states. There are no 7 states.
I mean, if you like send somebody like if you cast somebody like from the northeast, I haven't really seen anyone cast from the northeast.
We don't talk about Northeast, you will hardly know any other, I think, Northeastern writers apart from one Mamang Dai because that's in our syllabus, and there will be one Hupen Hazarika. Apart from that, I don't think you know anyone else. Hupen Hazarika was like a great songwriter. He was so popular. Hardly people know. He was like a legend. Even now, Zubeen Garg. He was an amazing artistic person, but again, not many people know about it.
People don't like to like understand about different cultures. That is something like really seen. It's like if you do something stereotypical, that's the only thing that they think is the culture, right? And then that stereotype just sticks around. And I feel like Assam's literature is pretty vast, and then you can read a lot about it.
People from northeast, like coming from all the different states, they have a lot of different political histories, have different cultures, have different tribes associated to it. So there is a lot of misrepresentation when you only talk about northeast and you pick up a certain state, or as a whole, because you do not represent all of the states.
I don't know. It's Bollywood, to be honest. It's you really don't expect much from them, right? Culture. I think South Indian culture is a really misrepresented in like Bollywood as well. I think it's just that they don't try to understand.
The media is not like media, they always, make us feel left out in our own country, which is really very sad, because you have to keep on begging, you have to keep on asking the media to cover, when in reality they should do it on their own. Why? Because this is a diverse country.
I don't think it will ever go mainstream, to be honest, because there's a lot of people who just won't accept it. Who makes the mainstream? I say whatever sells, right?
Zubeen Garg passed away. It's a huge thing in Assam. People are mourning. They are literally mourning. State को बंद दिया था. People are crying day and night. Everything. I don't think it's been represented in that big way.
Talking about Zubin Garg, is itself very traumatizing, because Zubin Garg has been a close family friend of ours.
My roommates, they have cried so much because we grew up watching his movies. We grew up listening to his songs. So him passing away is like one culture dying. It's like an era ending, and I don't think it has been represented in a big way.
But if it came to any other North Indian singer, the entirety of India would have known. But it's just Assam, or people from Assam hailing in different parts of India are mourning his loss, when it should have been the entirety of Indian people.
Zubin Garg's death is being used as a political tool now. Yeah?
Zubin Garg for me has been everything. When it comes to culture, he has been the pioneer of it. When it comes to just being your own self, he has been the pioneer of it. He, for like, he was an atheist.
He was an atheist, right? And then people say that like, no, he was like Hindu and stuff, right?
His real name is Sibon Borthakur, and he is continuously, he has continuously, discredited the existence of caste, and that is why he took on to Zubin Garg, which is not his real name, by the way. and he has always denied the existence of God, not because he wanted popularity, but because it is who he was, and he was very firm about it.
I don't think that he should be used as a political tool by any party, right? Congress, BJP, anyone. It's like unfair. He wasn't like that, and he always was for the people of Assam, for everyone. He was always about peace and stuff. And I think that his death shouldn't be. We should mourn him, but then we shouldn't use him as leverage for like politics, for like votes and stuff. And then I think the chief minister is doing a really bad job at it. Like I think he shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Yes, when I get back, I might be lynched, but let's say I'll just say it, man. No, I'm not really scared about it, to be honest. Just you have to speak whatever comes to your mind. You have to speak against injustice. You just can't be silent every day, right? So that's about it. Once you get the platform, you should speak about it.
He has covered more than 36 plus, like 36,000 plus songs, which means 36 songs per, 36 songs in one day, and 800 songs in 1 year, which is, and it just does not come from a place of just northeast. He has also sang many songs from South India, like from be it Kannada language, be it Telugu, be it Tamil, be it Malayalam, be it Rajasthani, be it Gujarati, in 40 plus languages.
There was like this one girl who was in Assam, and she was not from Assam, and she talked about how people are making a huge deal out of it, and that pissed me because, bro, first of all, shut up. Okay, first of all, shut up. Someone died, and just because you were not a part of him, just because he was not a part of your life growing up, does not mean it did not impact us in a big way. So representation तो है ही नहीं.
Lot of fans gathered, and it was the fourth largest funeral. Mind, it was the fourth largest funeral in not just in India, the entirety of the world. It was the fourth largest. So imagine the kind of sensation that he was. But the mainstream media has still, yet again, failed to show his entirety of his demise as well, because it was just Assamese media that was covering him. Mind you, Zubeen Garg was not just an Assamese, he was an Indian first and only then an Assamese. And a person who has brought so much of what do you call victory in other sentences? He has brought so much of accolades back in India and giving him so much of little bit of representation. Because if you know Zubin Garg, if you can ask someone, okay, like a North Indian or anyone specifically, you know what they'll say? Oh, that Ya Ali singer, he was not the Ya Ali singer. He was literally not a Ya Ali singer. He was more than that. And for that, to be really honest, the media has failed.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to feel like BJP आ गई, corruption हट जाएगा, and then gradually it was like, हाँ, ये क्या हो रहा है? मैं तो manipulate हो रहा हूँ यहाँ पे. क्या चल रहा है? मेरी मम्मी पापा manipulate हो रहे हैं, whole जनता manipulate हो रही है, and then जो कुछ होना चाहिए था, जो मतलब promise किया गया था, वो सब तो कुछ नहीं हुआ. Why?
Would you like to share your views on current political climate in Assam?
Basically, Assam has never like had a lot of like issues. There's like militants and stuff, and then we've always gone through like attacks, terrorist attacks, like militant attacks and stuff. And now it's like the situation is getting worse. It's like, let's say, people are getting angrier towards the government, and then the government is literally selling land of Assam to Adani, to uh, Ambani, Adani, and most capitalists, right? It's like the government just doesn't care about the people. It's like the people are being used, they're being told lies, and then after that, when they where one day they're gonna like throw people out from their own homes and then sell their own land to like capitalists, and then just they just want to profit off the people. That's it. And people should speak against it. And then I feel like that now. Now I feel like presently that Assam will go through a revolution.
Is there any student community, club, or group that helps you feel included or connected here?
There was this one association called All Assam Student Association. It's basically like run by DU students. It's a huge Assamese community. You've got North Campus, Delhi University kids, the South Campus, everyone. We used to celebrate Bihu and all of these festivals very, like grandiosely. So that is one great thing. I met a lot of people through that.
So I think in every DU colleges only, we have a society, a Northeastern society, where we accommodate a lot many students coming from Northeastern states. And I think I come to college because of my society only, like mostly.
The fact that I used that association to get a PG was what made me connect to the friends that I have right now who are all from Assam.
And we have a bigger committee for that. That's the NSDU, which is the Northeastern Students Association, like the entirety of DU. And we've just had elections now. There's a very good body that's in power now, and one of my friend is also there. And yeah, and also the representation of Northeastern students in DU. When it comes to DUSU elections, I think this was the very first time my friend Abhinandana, she contested for the elections for the post of general secretary, uh, from SFI, of course. You can't come from ABVP, because yes. So I think this was a victory for all of us, because this was the very first time that a Northeastern student, she had contested for the elections in DUSU. Because mostly what you see is that in DUSU elections you'll only see people from UP or Delhi contesting, and it's not that Northeastern students, they do not want it. There also should be a surrounding of inclusivity. And you should also let people come, not just go with a bunch of people coming from your particular caste. So I think that's really stuck with me, like for the representation of Dusu.
What are some of the things you wish people in Delhi understood better about your culture and community?
Did not happen to me, it happened to one of my friends. So she was like chilling with her friend in college, right? And her friend asked her, "You two used to like climb mountains to go to school?" And I'm like, "Huh?" She lived in Guwahati, that's a city. She did not climb any mountain. She has not seen a mountain in her life. So just because we are from Northeast does not really mean we climb mountains and swim rivers. No, we do not do it. We have roads. We have connectivity. We have autos and rickshaws that we use to go to school. I used to go by van and bus. I did not climb mountains to go to school. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
There is always the need to socialize as well. But then, if that socialization comes with a lot of stereotypes, and if for example, okay, nice, you have certain stereotypes, but if you are not letting that stereotype go by asking me questions about my culture and not trying to improve on that, rather you're just putting more blame as to why you're doing that, why do you look this, then it's really very bad. Because most of my friends, they face this.
People feel like we're like completely different people. People just don't know anything about Assam. If somebody if I tell them that I'm from Assam, they will go like, "Oh, वहाँ पे तो चाय का बगीचा है ना?" And it's just that same question over and over, repeated every day, again and again.
Saris and mekhelas are different. People do not. I have. Oh my god! It pisses me so much. It pisses me so much because they're, oh my god, nice sari, and I'm like, it's not a sari, it's a mekhela, and I don't like the way they pronounce mekhela. It's like mekhela chadar. Don't say mekhela chadar. It's mekhela sador.
And then we got gamusa, which is like a lot of people say that gamusa is like same as gamcha, right? Ah, but then gamusa is quite different, white with red imprints. And then you have to know that gamusa is quite different. It's literally made in Assam, and it's traditional. It shouldn't be made anywhere else. in my opinion. I don't know, but it's like cultural stuff, right?
One thing I would really like North Indian people, not just specifically Delhi, like North Indian people, to be kinder, be respectful, and just learning, you wanting to learn about specific cultures, not just your own, but people that come from south also, people from the people who come from northeast India also, and people who come from west also, because for you just because it's a metropolitan city does not mean that you have everything in sight.
Can you believe it? I am from Assam. Can you like believe it? We actually exist. There is this place. We have roads. We have highways. We have we have like malls. Okay. We speak in Hindi. We have TV. We can talk in Hindi. We watch Bollywood movies. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I do. Yeah. And I do not eat dogs.
Just because our accents are not parallel to your accent of your whatever accent of Hindi should be does not mean that we are wrong. And just because we have different features, because my features also, they are a little different. My nose is a little sharp here, my face is a little round here, which is specific, and which comes from cultural, like inhabitants as well. So you should be inclusive, and that's all, and be a little kind.
Once over media, you need to also rely on, I don't know, first hand experience, maybe talking to people, understanding them more. Stop fetishizing us. Stop, assuming that we are like some different entity altogether. We are not. We are literally the same people. We are not different.
What would you like to say to the people who will watch this?
People should learn more about Assam and then and Northeast. To be honest, it's not just about Assam. A lot of people just consider Northeast as one place, which isn't it, because there's a lot of states up there, and then we should know every single state is very different from each other, right?
One message I would like to give to all the people who are watching is that even though I have spoken very ill about Delhi, Delhi is a very bad place, but when you get to know Delhi, there are certain things that you will love about it, but also hate about it. And it might consume you as a whole, or it might let you blossom also.
What I want to say is ki, like personally, if you want to assume things about us particularly, I would not mind because that means you are curious. But then again, your curiosity should come with a sense of like eagerness to actually know. Don't be afraid to like make mistakes or make wrong assumptions. One of my friends, she assumed I'm Buddhist because I'm from Northeast. That does not, it did not offend me because no one can know everything about you, right? So just don't make keep your assumptions very flexible. Understand that there are different sorts of people. We are not aliens. Trust me, guys, we are not.
I don't think we should really force cultures into people, right? It's up to them if they want to understand culture, and then if they won't. I mean, we can't really do anything about it. But it's really nice if somebody likes to understand their culture or language. It is fine, and then it's really good.
So before we wrap up, I want you to teach me a slang and then just tell me what it means.
So I will teach you something that will automatically make people assume you are a local.
Sure. I mean, the most used slang in Assamese is Kela.
It's called Kela.
Kella.
Kela.
Kella.
So Kela is like, when we say oh bal, we say oh salabe. So it's like that. It's like it does not really have one fixed meaning. You can use it for a versatile sorts of thing, right?
Say, Oi Kela!
Kella.
Huh.
Kailash Kher.
I'm gonna think about something that is not really cancelable, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can say cancelable stuff. I am cancelled by people already, but yeah.
Oh.
Oh ho ho.
Aho.
Huh.
Ahomia.
Say it like ek breath mein. Like it's a very simple word. Oh,
Keyhole ball, which is
Ki
like
hole bal. Ah, I can guess it.
yeah.
How are you?
No, it's not.
I think I can impress you with my Ahomia speaking skills.
oh. Oh ho ho.
Ho.
Huh.
अहोमिया
अरे अरे क्या पकड़ा तूने एक्सेंट को
सही ना
चाटा
अहोमिया
मारूंगी
No. Keyhole pal is like, oh, क्या हुआ है बे?
क्या हुआ है बे
क्या
क्या हुआ है बे
क्या मसला है वो ऐसा टाइप?
की होल बाल
Yeah.
okay teach me a full sentence I'll speak it
polite what do you
my
want
name is Umrah
मोर नाम
मोर
नाम
नाम
उमरा
मोर नाम उमरा
হয়
হয় মোর নাম উমরা হয় এইটো শুট খেস করেব লগা লাগে মই ফ্লুয়েন্ট হই যাম
Yay! So proud
Is
of
that
you.
right?
Yeah.
yes
अबे मरम देखा चैनल तो केला
वही वही
वही वही वही वही
मोरम
मरम देखा
देखा
चैनल टुक
चैनल
टुक
टुक
टुक टुक
टुक टुक
अब टुक टुक नहीं
ब्रो ऑनेस्ट ओपिनियन हम कैसे लोग लगे तुम्हें
अद्भुत.
फॉर
अद्भुत.
रियल
Hmm.
आर यू श्योर
Yeah.
I was making a pronunciation correct मरम मतलब प्यार
मोरम
देखा
देखा
चैनल
चैनल
टुक
टुक
हाँ अभी if you want to make it more friendly just say केला
केला
केला is like it's like an exhale
Was correct. In fact, just a little bit of
Okay.
pronunciation would help. But I'm very impressed. She will be. That means she will be fluent in Assamese.
नहीं केला बोल केला will make people go like अरे तुम तो में ही हो types है ना it breaks barriers
Sort of. Yeah, अद्भुत मानो.
what how do I pronounce
अब बोलो और तारीफ चाहिए मुझे
उमरा तुम्ही बहुत ভাল ছোৱালী. Very nice. Umrah is very nice. Umrah, perfect person, best journalist. Give her a Pulitzer
शिवाली
Prize.
में भी बोलो
Yeah. Best cameraman. Yeah, I mean camera woman. Sorry. Please don't kill me.